Welcome to another episode of Made to Play, where someone is made to play a game. Today, my guest is Matt, and I'm going to make him play Frostpunk. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Excellent. So, Matt, I'm going to explain to you why I picked this game for you. And it has to do with the fact that you like games like Civilization. And a lot of people will compare this game to a city management game, which I understand you and I don't have in common, because we've talked in the past. It seems like you would like city management games, but you don't for some reason.
Yeah, I always think I'm gonna like SimCity, and then I play like 10 minutes and get bored.
Yeah, and so there is a risk that that's how you're going to feel about this game.
Yeah.
But because you and I subscribe to a monthly bundle, and I knew you already owned the game, I figured it wouldn't hurt to bring it to the table. Wait, you did already own this one, right?
I don't remember, but...
Okay, well. Either way, you have it,
Yeah.
and you're going to try it out. And the themes of the game are great, and the feel of the game is great, and I feel like there's enough RPG to it that makes it more than a city builder game that I think you'll like it. So,
Okay.
that being said, let's hit a new home. I was playing this scenario the last couple days, trying to get a specific achievement where you save everybody without any deaths from certain conditions, and I got to the end and I thought I'd done it, and one person had died and I never noticed. So I was a little disappointed. I did get a new achievement, but I didn't get the one I was after.
Still, cold world. No horizon in sight.
Certainly a nice looking game.
Rulers
I love this game visually.
spread
The music is good too.
pride and glory.
The music evokes the correct emotion.
Wheels of progress.
Yeah.
Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When
I
tides have
also
changed,
frequently, and I'm trusting that you're gonna glance at subtitles and listen to me at the same time.
Yep.
But
they've lost all
for some reason, I pick this game up again every winter.
and with it,
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guess it's appropriate.
Yeah, I don't know why I want to play a game about the cold when it's cold, but
Yeah.
I do. I topped 200 hours recently, which isn't huge. I mean, you and I each have games at over 500.
Yeah.
But for the style of game it is, and the fact that it has scenarios that I can play through and then be done, and an optional endless mode, but
we decided
the
to
fact that
leave
you
our
could
homes
consider this game to be complete means 200 hours is quite a bit.
We roamed for
Huh.
weeks,
Yeah.
maybe months.
And I
leaving behind
have played all the
things
DLC as
we
well.
once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey. And we paid the price.
I also finally picked a keyboard mouse game for you. This is not a game that you're gonna go, oh, this might be better with the controller, like I keep
Yeah.
thinking.
The last
That's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna recommend, as soon as you have control, you hit spacebar and you pause. Because I
Yeah.
have a question for you.
Well, I feel like I could just pause here.
Yeah, we could just stop here. So,
Yeah.
based on now what you've seen, do you have any initial impression to me recommending this game that you'd like to share?
I mean, I like the way it looks. I like a game for its gameplay though, so
Right.
nothing that I've seen so far really
Yeah.
is really relevant.
All right. Forward we go.
Fight the cold. Need to get a generator working.
Yeah.
Okay. Stockpile some coal and start the generator.
Now hit
All
pause.
right.
There we go. Okay, so I'm not gonna try and like guide you through anything, but I will say, just for the sake of you having an optimal experience as far as knowing what you're doing, that each of these piles of things that you can see, like the scrap metal over here and the dark spots up on the left there,
Yeah.
those are different things that you
Yeah.
can gather by selecting them and telling people to work there.
Okay.
So that's the first thing you have to do
There's coal.
is
That's
gather
what we
stuff.
need.
Right, so you have engineers right now and workers. And this scenario doesn't create any like class battle between them. There are scenarios that do, which is fantastic. In fact, in a later DLC, I reached the point where I had supported the workers until they felt comfortable essentially executing an engineer every day to maintain control, and it was awful.
Wow. So I'm not seeing how to
Okay,
send my workers.
down at the bottom it says workers, engineers, and if you hit +1, you'll add 1 to the pile. So you have 50
Oh, I see.
available, and
Got
you
it.
can hit max to just set it all the way up to 15
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want.
All right.
As a kindness, I'm going to say don't spend too much time or resources on coal at the beginning.
Okay.
I know you need to turn on the thing, but you can gather it pretty quickly from one pile, and you're
Okay.
going to need wood and iron to build stuff, or wood and steel,
Oh.
because your people can't
That's
just huddle
steel.
around the generator all the time. They can, mind you, like they can survive the cold nights
Yeah.
without shelter at first, but we're barely below freezing at this point. When you hit negative 160, they're going to want 4 walls and a roof.
Yeah. Negative 160.
Oh,
Jeez.
it gets rough.
And they are just, wow, making a path through this snow to get to those places.
Yeah,
That is fantastic.
yeah. Now, maybe take a look at your buildings and see if there's a way for you to make things better for them.
Well, that's useful. Okay. Workshop. All right.
Curious what I build first?
Huh?
Are you curious what I build first?
Well,
Or do you want me to wait till later?
yeah. Wait till later. I'm
Okay.
kind of want to,
Feel it out.
yeah.
Yep.
See what my own approach, how my own approach works anyway.
Absolutely.
So, oh, I do have some resources already, don't I?
Yeah, and do you see that up at the top?
Yeah. Oh, and that's a street. Okay, cool.
And the you see the bold lines versus thin lines when you were placing that tent?
The bold lines versus thin
You
lines.
can't see them right now because of where you placed that first tent.
Oh.
Yeah, so placing that first tent where you did is limiting the number of tents you can build.
Oh.
But you can cancel it now without any loss of resources, and I'll show you what I was talking about.
Okay.
So, see the bold lines?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I see.
I'm not going to say any more about it, but I'm sure you
Yeah, I
understand
get it.
immediately. Yeah.
Oh, the engineers automatically got assigned to it. So I don't have to assign them manually to those?
No, not to construction. And in fact, some people will stop doing their other jobs to work on construction when you place it
Okay.
during the day.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay. Okay. Build a gathering post. Oh, but I gotta have a street go out there first.
Yeah. And you can build those in either order. So you
The
could build a
gathering post for
post.
the street.
Yeah.
Oh, I can actually build. It's not preventing me from building it there.
Right. It's just warning you. Hey,
Oh
right.
yeah, yeah. Okay. The the grid is interesting.
Yeah. Because everything is centered on the generator.
Yeah. Huh.
Which
Okay.
I've never thought about this before, but it's possible that that is a design choice not only because, it makes sense because you need to build rather than generator, but it also, they could have made it to where like you could defocus from the generator if they'd wanted, but they didn't. And so maybe there was a decision there to say, look, the world is centered on the generator. Maybe the player should be unable to defocus.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably deeper than I need to think about it. Oh, good. The cat is here. And she has decided to talk to me about the fact that nobody's paying attention to her.
It's important that somebody pay attention to her.
All right, until she's done.
Mm-hmm.
And then you better stop.
Yeah.
Well, at least she's being quiet now. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now, when I play this, I actually keep my pointer finger on 3, middle finger on 2, and ring finger on 1.
That'll change the speed.
And thumb on the space bar.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, what just happened?
Click on the
Who's
circle and find out.
Oh, yes. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with that.
All right.
Because providing shelter for everybody seems like it might be hard. How many people is that for?
I was about to ask if you saw that.
For is it for 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And you have 80 total people.
Yeah.
And you can fit 10 buildings of that size around the generator right now. Or on the inner ring around the generator.
Oh, and I am out of wood. So that's all I'm going to be able to build. That... It's like a quest I just got. Oh, is that over? No, that's the tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh.
She just said, yeah, you agreed
This
to.
right here.
Yeah.
Oh, and it says 0 of 35. Okay. It's hard to read that number. Oh, yeah. We need heaters.
I was incredibly frustrated. Oh, go ahead.
Closed at this time of day.
Yeah.
Lazy.
I can't remember when they start. You can click on it. Oh, right. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
You say lazy, and I say wait till they start to complain. And you're like, I don't know, or you could die.
Yeah.
You're working us too hard. Sure. Yes, you're very
Oh,
tired
crap,
today.
what's all this? The heating is off. Oh, do I need to turn the generator on?
Yeah, you control that because
Yes, I sure do. Okay.
it uses a lot of coal.
Yep. And what's this now? Wisdom of the crowd. Oh, I see.
So the turkey leg at the top is raw food.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you have no prepared meals.
Okay. Can go a couple weeks without eating, right?
I mean, in this game, you've got time. I don't think a couple weeks is correct, but you've got time. I often push it to the limit.
Okay. This place is working, right? It's closed right now.
Yeah, but it is set up. It'll have 0 out of 10 hovering over it if you have nobody working there.
Okay. Well, I think we probably need to gather some more coal. Let's get some people out there.
The gear over the workshop means that they're not researching anything. Because you haven't...
But that's because it's closed at this time of day, right?
No, it's because you haven't...
Oh, I didn't actually add the research. I thought I had. Oh, because I don't have enough. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
apparently,
fine.
they're beavers, and they build everything from wood. So
Yeah.
can't expect engineers to do anything without wood.
House. Oh no, that's the stockpiles. I see. Oh, what's that? Sick. This person is sick. Michael Chichester.
Yes, that is.
Sad.
It is sad for Michael,
Yeah.
and maybe Michael's loved ones.
Ah. Wait. No. Oh. Yes. That. Go there. Oh, there's so many people sick.
It's because they're cold.
Well, I turned on the heat.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're sleeping outside under the generator.
Yeah.
Literally, I've never zoomed in and seen them laying there. But there they are.
There are a lot of them right there.
Wow. I've made all 80 of them sleep right around the generator for the first 2 nights before. So,
Yeah. Nice.
you'd think I would have zoomed in and noticed it at some point.
Yeah. I can speed this up.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay. I get it.
Now, hope and discontent are also things you can spend. Hope in particular is a currency.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're both currencies, really, but discontent goes up and down, I think, more often. But you need to be more careful with hope, I think.
Say no to that. I think we're okay.
Were they saying, have kids work?
No, they're saying give everybody a temporary boost of energy.
Oh.
Pass the emergency shift law.
Oh, make them work. That's 24
I
hours.
should look at the book of laws, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, what? All right. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need that. Child shelters.
And
Oh, there are 2 things on each
yeah,
of those.
not on every node, but some of the nodes, and then that'll determine how it forks out from there.
Oh, interesting.
Read food additives for me real quick. I gotta hear your reaction to that.
We could add sawdust to meals to make them more filling, although not exactly tasty or healthy. That's
Awful.
a way to increase food supplies, I guess.
Yeah. A little bit of fun fact for you, too. There's a thing that's added to food to make it bulkier in real life, legally in the United States, that is the part of the plant that we can't digest, and they get it from wood pulp.
Oh,
Yeah, so
huh.
it's kind
So
of a
that's-
real thing.
Yeah.
It's not actually literally sawdust, though, just to be clear. I'm not saying people are adding sawdust to our food. Yeah, that I know of.
But they're kind of adding sawdust to our food.
Yeah.
Let's speed this up a little bit. There, we've got some wood again. Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah, tents. Build more tents. And build more tents.
We're gonna give these people shelter 10 at a time. Which is literally the only way to do it in this game, so I'm not even teasing.
Okay.
Even the buildings you unlock later are for 10 people at a time, so they're just warmer.
Okay. I don't know what she's asking me for.
She's asking you to send search parties out into the wild
Oh.
to look for people. So if you roll back on your mouse wheel, does it not let you? Okay. So you
Not doing anything.
yeah.
Oh,
So
to zoom
you can
out.
you can see the world map
Mm-hmm.
once you have the correct building built.
Oh.
It looks like you're about to build enough housing for 90 people. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
on purpose or not. Okay.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's fine.
All right. Just
I didn't actually think I was up to 80 yet,
yeah.
but I wasn't really keeping track, and that's okay. Let's build a cookhouse. We need to cook our food.
That's what they tell me.
That here.
And it never tells you this in the game, and it took me more than one time playing, or like through more than one scenario to figure it out. If you click your mouse wheel, you will rotate buildings. Not all of them care, but buildings
Yeah.
like the workshop that are like 2x3
Mm-hmm.
will change their orientation so that they fit differently.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah. The cookhouse is square. Nothing is square or rectangular, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's square in some different geometry that this game works in.
Yeah.
It's actually, this might be polar geometry? Is that what we call that?
I mean, when you say it, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
What's this button?
It's a good button.
It's, okay. What? What? Oh, okay. Huh.
So that's your coal, right? So on the
Yeah.
right, green
Oh,
is
okay.
good.
I get it. So coal pile is, I'm bringing in 180 a day. Oh. Oh, and I'm consuming, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So you're doing
That's-
good on the coal.
That's nice. Okay. Gathering posts is, okay, cool. We probably ought to have a medical place before long here.
I mean, you're the captain, you know. They call you the captain.
They do.
Yeah. When
Well,
they're
if gonna
getting
call me the captain, then Then they get a medical post.
when their discontent is high or their hope is low, and I don't remember which one it is, they'll wake up in the morning and somebody will say something snarky like, "I wonder what the great captain has for us today," or I think that's discontent, and then hope being low, you'll get things like, "Does he even have a plan?" Oh, they don't say he. They say, "Does the captain even have a plan?" The game is very good at not gendering the
Mm-hmm.
player.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that I'm using raw food, I'm gonna want to gain more raw food. I need more wood for that. Oh, is it night again?
It is.
Eh,
These lazy people.
yeah.
Sleeping.
We're doing fine, all things considered. Okay.
Yep. Their hope
Thanks,
is
head
middling.
straight lever. Steel wreck depleted. Was it one of the ones? It was. I'm gonna need to build a new one of those things. But first... Oh, do my roads have to connect?
They all have to connect to the central ring.
Am I gonna be able to do that? Can I build between the houses? Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get um, obsessive about the roads in this game sometimes. Trying to have like perfect rings or half rings based on the size of the buildings and
Yeah.
uh, laying them out so that I can maximize the number of buildings that'll fit between roads coming out as spokes. And since buildings will stretch or compress a little bit based on how much room, well, I shouldn't say compress, they can stretch a little bit. So they'll fill up a little bit of extra space if there wouldn't be room for another building in between them and the thing adjacent to them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so then you really start trying to maximize space if that sort of thing gets to you.
Heaters researched. Uh-oh. People are getting hungry. Why are they getting hungry? There's food.
There is food. And they'll eat when they're not working on something.
Yeah. Okay. Cookhouse. Why does it have... Could not... Oh, because I don't have any raw food left.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, those little icons are great.
Yeah.
It would have been easy to fall into the trap of making it to where you had to select a building to see how it was doing. But instead they've got little pop-ups. And if it's a exclamation mark, it means there's more than one problem.
Huh. Okay.
And then you do have to select the building to check, but
So, oh, I need to assign people to this, and I don't have enough people left. Let's stop gathering so much coal. Well, there's no coal left there, so I guess that problem solves itself. Let's see, we need to build gathering posts. Oh, that's all coal, isn't it? Build a gathering post up here.
And you saw the highlighted things around the edge, right? When you were trying to place that gathering post?
Oh, I didn't... Oh.
Yeah, and you can't
Yeah, I didn't notice those. What
yeah,
are those?
they're not for gathering posts. Does it tell you when you
They're for
hover?
specific things, huh?
Yeah, and the symbol
Okay.
tells you. So it's like
Yeah.
the ones up at the top on the left are the coal symbol, and
Mm-hmm.
on the right it's the steel symbol. And then let's see, yep,
Yeah.
that's
Those
wood,
are wood and
and that's a new
what
symbol
that
that
is.
yeah you haven't seen yet, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but those are resource nodes that require other buildings.
Okay. Sick absences. Nonsense.
Right. So I mean, sure, take a day. Go sleep in the health thing. We'll all be dead tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Everybody seems awfully comfortable.
That is the temperature right now. Yes, 20 degrees Celsius is a balmy summer day for Londoners. Sorry,
Wait,
did I
we're
say
in
20?
London?
Negative 20. So I don't know what you named your city. Did you get to name it?
No, I didn't see
Okay.
that option.
This is New London.
Oh,
Uh, and
doesn't look much like old London.
no, because it is 2,000 miles north. And I've looked at that on Google Maps, by the way, and that's either somewhere in Greenland or this little island, um, whose name I don't remember right now. But the little island has 0 trees, so it must be Greenland because there are trees.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't remember where I heard that number that they said it was 2,000 miles north, but after the Great Freeze, they went here. And the lore says it's because up here there's an abundance of coal, which they didn't have in the British Isles.
Huh. Let's get to work. We can't let up now. Uh-oh. Ski amputations. Huh. Alright.
I have on
Let's
different
do it.
on different playthroughs I've been like, take the chance, cut their limbs off.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do the sustain life. Um, one is better, I think, in the long run than the other,
Yeah.
but lowers your workforce now, which is the one you just chose, right?
Yeah.
If they
Mhm.
if they take the risk and they have to amputate, you're going to lose a worker for a while.
Yeah.
Well, you
they're
know what?
too cold. Oh, it got colder. Oh boy.
Yeah, either
And
way.
these are inoperative because they're too cold?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but you haven't turned your heaters on yet. So do me a favor and click where it says 40 degrees Celsius at the top.
Oh. What?
Yeah. You can do this in the building.
Oh, there are heaters in buildings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And those burn coal as well, so you'll want to
Mhm.
recheck your coal input-output. And you can turn a heater on by selecting a building as well. And if it's a workplace, the heater, this is another thing the game doesn't tell you. The heater will be off if nobody's working.
Oh,
They
okay.
do turn it off when they leave.
Oh,
But, oh, you know, I almost spoiled something that's late game stuff, so never mind.
is this game on the Switch?
Oh, I don't even know. Let me look that up for you. For the viewers, just so you know, there is a dramatically increased likelihood that Matt will play a game if it's on the Switch.
Dramatically.
Were you agreeing with me, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
yes.
agreeing with you, yes.
Okay. I can't imagine trying to play this with a controller. I guess in handheld mode you'd have touch controls. Huh.
Probably. I don't know. I got pretty used to Civilization on the Switch pretty easily, and that's
Oh.
kind of the same problem.
Well, it looks like as of a year ago, no. Let me see if I can
Okay.
find something newer. That's the top result, though. Oh, yeah, Switch. Looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh. That means you're very likely to play it because it sounds like you're enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I'm watching you make good decisions and bad decisions, and I'm loving keeping it to myself. And
Yeah.
someday I hope that we can talk about good decisions and bad decisions. Actually,
Mhm.
we will at the end,
Sure.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm sure I'm making some bad decisions. That's
It
just bound to happen.
it is the way this game goes for sure. I drove multiple last hopes for humanity into the ground before I got to the point where I was surviving scenarios.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think my first attempt um, looked very similar to this, right? With that mix of like, that was a good choice in hindsight, and that was a bad choice in hindsight.
Yeah.
The great thing about it is there are actually a lot of decisions you can make, and I'm saying bad choice, but that might not even be accurate for a lot of them. There are a lot of choices you can make that don't have good results, but it's not the end of the road. It just means you're gonna struggle, people are gonna die, and you're gonna have to bounce back. And I think I'm gonna say it, I think you just made a good choice replacing several heaters
Yeah.
with one steam hub.
I figured that was probably a wise thing to do.
I actually, more I've played this game, the more I use steam hubs over any other option.
Yeah.
And they copy the heating level of the main generator.
Oh, okay. I wondered why it wasn't giving me all those choices. Oh, I can increase the range. Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah, and it'll tell you, I don't know if it's in that menu or when you research it, how much it increases coal consumption by,
Mm-hmm.
but I can tell you there will be times when your jaw drops when you read how much it's going to increase it by. You'll be like, there's no way I could ever sustain that. What are you talking about?
How's the food going here? So, not good.
Yeah, looks like you don't have enough hunters.
Yeah, that is what that looks like. Because the cookhouse is producing a massive amount of food. I mean, potentially.
Right. It's capable of producing a massive amount of food.
Yeah.
If those darn hunters would just go out into the snowy wasteland and bring back those abundant animals.
Yeah. So it looks like there's a lot of animals out here.
Oh, they do leave the crater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Multiple problems.
You see actually in the center of your
Oh, it's
screen, right
cold.
above
Why
the
is it cold? Oh, it's cold because it's after 6.
Oh yeah,
But they're not working right now, are they? Do they stop working at 6?
The medical station is 24 hours a day.
Oh.
Because what are they going
Oh,
to do with
hell.
the sick
Well,
people
whatever.
at night? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, I guess in theory what that means is you'd want to keep the medical centers, I say in theory, in practice,
Mhm.
medical centers away at a different steam hub from the businesses, or not businesses, but workplaces.
Yeah, or even put them around the main hub.
Yeah. And you see these people wandering over there and disappearing?
These?
No, yeah, yes. They're not going to that woodpile. Those are your hunters. They're leaving. They work at night.
Oh. Oh, okay.
If you look at the hunter's lodge, you'll see that their hours are opposite of everybody else's.
Oh. Well, I guess this one... Too bad we can't set it to different working hours.
Yeah, well, but they're not there, so they don't care if it's warm.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll tell you this as well. I've never done this because it just seems terrible, and I'm not a min-maxer in this way, but there are people who suggest that what you do is the same people are hunters as working your other locations, and you swap them between the two so they never get any rest.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It feels... I say I'm not that kind of min-maxer. If it felt realistic, I would. But
Yeah.
in reality, people have to sleep sometime.
Yeah.
And it just... I don't like playing games in a way that doesn't really make sense or isn't in the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
So, I've never done it. I've also never played this game at the hardest difficulties in endless mode. Maybe I will someday, and when I do, maybe I'll be like, screw realism.
I need more people.
You do, and if you could just go search the wasteland, you might be able to find some.
Yeah. Well, I'm building a beacon.
Oh, is that what you're researching?
Yeah.
Perfect. That is how you find people.
Okay, I suspected.
Yeah. That is the first thing I research.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't catch that there were multiple tabs on the tech tree initially.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
That tab you're looking at right there is pretty important.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I need to build a beacon now.
Not cheap.
Need more steel. So I don't have anybody gathering steel anymore, do I?
Nope.
Well, shoot. Okay.
You see that snowflake symbol?
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, it's too cold for them over there?
I mean, not too cold for them to work, but maybe too cold for them to survive working there.
Okay.
If you want to see people get severe frostbite, that's a good way to do it.
Right. uh...
I tell you what, this is the weirdest game to watch somebody play for this show.
Yeah.
Because when you have a character on screen, it makes sense. But, and I know people watch streamers, and so for a lot of the viewers, they're just going to be like, well, no, this is normal. I don't watch people streaming games like this.
Yeah.
So, for me, I know you're over there doing this, and it's just kind of weird for me to not see, like, see you doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because it's like a world is just happening.
Yeah.
There's no like active person.
Yep. And especially when we're not talking about what you're doing.
Right.
It gets a little surreal. And I've played in the last week probably 30 hours of this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's especially surreal because I'm not moving my mouse, right? I'm not controlling what's happening on the screen. And stuff is happening anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to get that other steel pile.
Yeah.
They've got these set up in little nodes for sure.
Mm-hmm. Figured it was worth a try anyway.
Yeah. I'm playing endless mode right now, and I think I'm about to ditch my current attempt. But the last autumn DLC, you have to construct the generator. So you're playing the crew that comes here before the snowfall and builds it. And that was actually a very difficult DLC for me to get through because it had been such a long time since I played the game. I didn't really have the feel for the game anymore. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I bounced off of it multiple times and had to restart. But I'm playing endless mode now in builder mode, so you have to build your generator and then also go into the winter with that group of people that you built the generator with. And that is proving to be difficult for me. I've played endless mode on slightly higher difficulty settings. Like there's things you can tweak in endless mode, and I've tweaked them to be more difficult. But this is my first time having to do that building because when you don't have that heat source, you have to rely on heaters and better buildings.
Yeah.
Because the tents won't cut it when it gets... Actually, this might be too cold for the tents.
Yeah, without
a
heat source.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious. You want to show us your heat map again? Ooh. Yikes. Your tents are chilly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that seems not great.
Yeah,
Low risk of polygill.
I thought they would be, what is it? Yellow is not comfortable. Anyway, I thought they'd be yellow with the generator on. I guess they would be at Steam level 2.
There we go.
Oh, what was going on? Oh, did you up it to...
I turned on overdrive.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means, but...
It's dangerous. You see... go back into your generator menu when you get the chance. You see that red bar growing there at 4%?
Oh, yeah.
Your generator will blow up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you're going to want to keep an eye on that, Captain.
Yeah.
I guess I could have not said anything, but I don't think... I suspect...
Yes. Child labor. Excellent.
That is the first thing I pass. Often. Not always. Sometimes I do the child shelters because I'm trying to do it like... What would Levi do if he was confident he could get through it?
Yeah.
Right? He would keep the kids safe and educated, because when you choose child shelters, then you can train them to be doctors or engineers later.
Oh.
Or they become apprentices. So that's what Levi would do if he was confident he could get through it. But what Levi would do if he's like, we have to do what's necessary right now, and later we can fix these problems, is he would put the kids to work.
Yeah.
Because what the citizens in this game, and I've joked about this already, don't understand is, sure, we can be comfortable today, but we'll all be dead tomorrow. For the love of God, your kids need to work so that they don't die. And
I feel like I'm having a real issue with food here. Oh, yeah.
You're getting closer. Did you pass soup or additives?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you make, more.
So I can't do that right now.
Yeah, because you have to wait. But the thing you can't do while you... Yeah. One of the few times when that really matters, you can turn off overdrive now. Yeah. But you can't change laws during the game, right? Once you picked a law, it's permanent. But if you think about this realistically, if you've established the city and it's working and you're maintaining, then you could absolutely change the laws, right? So it's realistic to think we're going to put the kids to work now, but if we're still alive in a year, it means we're doing it and we can put the kids in schools. So even for the role-playing part of it, I can accept child labor. For the survival of species. I cannot stress enough how frustrating it is to have people complain at you about being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Someday you and I are going to be able to joke about that together, and it's going to be great. You're going to come to me and you're going to be like, I had a citizen say X, and I'm going to laugh.
Alright, I got all my buildings working again. And we just need 35 steel. Oh, good, I researched the sawmill.
Okay, so I'm going to say yes, that is good, because when your wood piles run out, if you haven't researched it and you don't have enough wood to research it, that's game over.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, very good. And you need 10 to build it. So if you don't have enough to build it and you run out of wood, you're going to have to tear something else down.
Right. Soup will cause discontent. Well, these seem like equally bad options.
They do.
We're gonna go with sawdust.
That's fantastic. Feed them wood. There's
The children are making all the sawdust meals.
I always put kids in the kitchen.
Well, there's a limitation to where you can put them, so...
Yeah, there is. For now. You could pass another law. I'm going to tell you right now, I would never pick sawdust. I've picked it before and regretted it.
Okay.
Because people getting sick is just so frustrating. But later on, you could pass another law that reduces how much discontent they get from soup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not what I was trying to...
And actually, honestly, right now, if you're watching this and you disagree with me on which one is worse, you should definitely tell me in the comments why I'm wrong. That is a discussion. I would engage in a discussion about this game all day. All day. Everything I've said about this, if you disagree with me, you just say, Levi, this is why I disagree with you. Be a reasonable human being and don't be a jerk about it, but tell me why you think I'm wrong.
We must be about at time now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we had a little break that the viewers don't know about.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we're getting there. I was kind of hoping to see like everything crash and burn, but I don't think that's going to happen because you're not playing terribly.
Yeah, I'm staying afloat. I don't think I'm gonna make it a huge amount longer, but
Let me evaluate real quick. So your coal, you researched thumpers, right?
yeah.
Okay. So your coal is going to be good. You research sawmills. Are you researching ironworks right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So the thing about this game is economy.
Yeah.
If you establish a solid economy, then you're good to go. It is taking you a long time to build the beacon. I know you're doing it right now, but you're going to get out there and you're going to start finding people.
Right.
And that's a double-edged sword because you're going to bring
Yeah.
workers back, and you pass
have to feed them.
Right. You pass child labor and home them. Child labor is good because there is a thing you can encounter out there, and I don't know if it happens in. I'm pretty sure it happens in this scenario, A New Home, because I encountered it recently and I've been playing A New Home. There's a place where you find like 30 kids and that's it.
Oh.
And you bring them back and it's like you have to home them and you have to feed them, and if they're not helping,
look at this.
Yeah. And so that yellow dot is where that lady wanted you to go look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you can't send a unit now because you have to build the unit. So if you go click on your beacon, it takes 40 wood and 5 workers to build a unit.
Okay.
And then they can go do stuff. And you're going to keep playing this. I'm confident of that based on what you've said so far. And so you should know that they will travel faster to a known location. So you're going to go search that yellow dot, and
Uh-huh.
you're going to end up coming back to town if you make the right choice. I guess I shouldn't assume. If you make the good choice, you'll come back to town. If you send your person to that same known location again and then to an unknown location that's nearby, that is faster because,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because they travel faster to known locations. So also, when you travel out away from town, and then something will happen that will mean you need to come home um, quickly, potentially, depending on where you are and how you're playing. Know that if it took you multiple days to get out there, it's going to take a lot less to get home, and just keep
Mm.
checking. Like, am I 12 hours from home? Am I 28 hours from home? And keep track of that. And then you see to the right where it says day 7, the right of 30 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Okay, that is telling you when the temperature is going to go up and down, and that's day 8, day 9, day 10. So on the morning of day 10, your
Oh, it's
temperature
gonna
is going to
go.
drop 10 degrees.
Okay.
And if there's 2 arrows, it's 20 degrees. If there's 3 arrows, it's 30. And if
Mm-hmm.
it's a yellow with an up arrow, that's the temperature going up. So you have a
Okay.
forecast. And
Yeah.
now that you've built the beacon, it's going to look for storms. And storms are ridiculous. You have to call in all your people. And maybe I'm telling you too much. You have to call in all your people and like all your squads that are out there God, investigating and researching are not the words. Exploring is the word I'm looking for. You have to bring them back because they die if the storm hits while they're out there,
Yeah.
and they can actually die before the storm hits the city if they're in the path of the storm. So you have to watch where the storm is coming from.
Oh.
Yeah. So the first thing I built is two um, the labs, the research things.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, because researching stuff fast is important.
Yeah.
Um, and sometimes I use emergent. I go straight to emergency shifts, and sometimes I go straight to child labor. Um, if I'm planning on using the kids as like engineering apprentices or medical apprentices, then I put that off. I just wait and let the kids roam around the tents.
Yeah.
Um, but I build two of the labs, and there have been games where I've had three, because the more you have, the faster you research. But the first thing I research is beacons,
Mm-hmm.
and wait, what is that? Is that? Oh, that's your thumper. No, thumpers go anywhere.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you'll get something else that mines the nodes.
Oh. So
Yeah, so it has to
what
be
are
by
they?
a gathering station.
Oh. Huh.
Because
Okay.
yeah, it creates piles. So
Oh. Nice. All
yeah,
right.
uh, I research the beacon and I immediately start exploring. And in this new home scenario, that means, oh yeah, there's your guy. So we're gonna call it. But there you go. You see where it says survivors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So click on your guy, hit explore, and you get whatever, right? You get your little story, and then you have to choose escort to the city or send. But some of them die if you just send them. So yeah,
Huh.
I
Okay.
think there's a right choice. But again, in the comments, if you think I'm wrong, I think you just made the right choice, Matt.
Yeah.
Always escort.
Okay.
I always escort them
That
to the
seemed
city
like the right choice for sure.
because I want the
Uh.
people.
Yeah.
They are also a currency.
Yeah.
How can I spend them? I don't want them to die because I need them.
it's interesting. I'm excited to explore it a little more.
Good, good, good. You didn't make. I don't think you made any fatal choices. I'm glad you liked it. This is the first game I had you play where I was really worried that you might not like it, right?
Because you really cared about the game.
Yeah, I cared about the game, and I really, going into it, I really thought you would, right?
Yeah.
The others
Yeah.
I kind of hoped you would, but if you didn't, it wasn't a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't finish Little Nightmares.
No.
Yeah, and you definitely didn't finish Yomawari,
No.
which, based on your experience, I wouldn't have played Yomawari. Like, if
Yeah.
I'd watched our episode with Yomawari, I wouldn't have played it. So, I'm glad you like this. I do care about this game a lot, so I'm glad that went well. And you've answered the final question, which is finish or not, and it sounds like a solid maybe, right?
Yeah.
It depends on what you encounter next, because you've just scratched the surface on this game.
Yeah.
There is another book of laws that you haven't even seen yet. That
Oh wow.
opens, yes, it opens at a
Yeah.
later point.
So the law trees and the tech trees are really interesting to me.
Yeah, yeah,
I want to explore those more for sure.
yeah,
So I'm likely to play enough to at least
yeah. And
get a good handle on those.
and the different DLCs have additional law books.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to spoil it a tiny bit for you. There's going to be a point where you have to choose religion or order. One
Okay.
leads to like dictatorship, and the other leads to, church dictatorship. And
Theocracy.
yeah, theocracy. Thank you. And each of those has a line that you can cross,
Huh.
and it's up to you to decide where that line is. And I feel like the first time you play, you think you know where it is, and you're wrong.
Okay.
And I'm excited for you to come back to me and talk to me about that.
All
So,
right.
yeah. Hey, this was awesome,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, maybe the most fun I've had making an episode because I love this game so much. Do you do you have anything you want to plug?
No.
Okay, I do because this is my channel. Listen to my podcast. It's really good. SCP Real to Real. Like for real, check that out. You can support my show at patreon.com slash FFODPOD. And I used to say a lot more, but honestly, check the show notes if you're curious because I have other stuff like a website and whatever that you can check out. So do that. And I'll see you on the next episode of Made to Play.